What's up, everybody? What's good, Rick James? Give a couple more minutes. Shout out to Purple Beats on the Beats. Finally hit 100 subscribers on the slow crawl. What's up, everybody? Sorry for the technical difficulties on the last one. The phone, I thought it was charging, but it wasn't, and it died. So maybe this charger ain't working because it's still dead. This must be this piece of shit charger. Hold on, guys. That's what it is. It's the junk charger on the other phone, but I switched to my other phone, so we're good. Let's see if this one works. Use this one, it straps up now. It's no longer a phone charger, it's a zip tie or something. What's good, Black Ops Secrets? Long time no see. Let me see. Go to. Oh man, I don't want to. You still got your channel up? It's been a long time. Shout out to Black Ops Secret. He goes way back. So shout out to, he's an OG in the house. Black Ops Secrets. You know, he's an OG right there. OG. I'm talking like. You know, before censorship was cool. I mean, before censorship was unknown, when we wasn't getting censored, you know, because we was getting censored before censorship was cool. So,
that CCP
tune in.
Cameraman is zooming in on those flashing lights. In Taiwan.
Shout out to Truth Rising TV. Go over there, give them a subscription. I've been listening to them covering Pelosi landing in Taiwan. There's a live
shot of the airport on Reuters YouTube. Hold on, I'll pull it up. Hang on, guys.
So he's got like live cams, live flight tracker, and shout out to him. And Pelosi landing in Taiwan. Strange because, you know, shout out to Linda. She was like, Pelosi's coming, because there was really it was like all up in the air when she was coming. And she was like, she's coming at night. And I'm like, she's like 10:20. I'm like 10:20. I'm like 10:20. I said, what do you mean 10:20? I said, tomorrow? She said, no, at night. I said, oh, you mean at night here, morning there? She goes, no, 10:20 at night, Taiwan. I'm like, what? That's what she's going? That's what she's arriving? You know, so I thought that was interesting, but it actually fits because,
all right, I'm just going to share this for a minute until
hold on.
We get this is the Taiwan airport where Nancy Pelosi will be landing. Just hang out, keep an eye on this, see what's going on. You guys see anything, let me know. I'm in the background trying to pull up the flight radar tracker.
Well, there was like 100,000 plus people.
Let me know if you guys hear anything that's going on in there.
There was like 100,000 plus people watching her flight, the flight tracker. You know, so I mean, hey, it's a good day to keep an eye on this. You know, all the stuff going on in the world. You know, all the stuff that's going on in the world. I mean, you never know what could happen. So it's good to have eyes all over the place. He's trying to get back on the flight radar. I was watching it, and yeah, I was like, wow, it's right on schedule. I'm like, wow. So, anyways, I'm like, that's odd, just coming that late at night, but
so the airport you're looking at,
you know, usually they just fly in, shoot, they fly in on a you know, on like a government jet plane. And what's good, G Cole? So, bro, I still got my channel but haven't posted much. Like, okay, all right, back in the age of the truth bombs. Yeah, but yeah, so she arrived 10 o'clock at night. And it's so funny that what we got going on here. We got a gathering of some sort. Look like some people in suits. Could be some type of politicians or something. In front of the Rondell Library, Rochester, New York. But what are they looking at? They look like they're looking for something. Oh, maybe they're observing. Oh, this is all brand new. Okay. Yeah, they just took the fence down. I gotta come check this out. I know there's some message behind it. There's always some messages around here, but this is what these people are looking at. Sorry, I'm all over the place, but I just stumbled upon this. And these are City of Rochester vans, so, you know, these might be some local, politicians. They got the news. Okay, so I get it. They used to have a fence up here, and they've been working on this project for a very long time, so everybody's checking it out, looking at it. The news is in front up there. I actually got a good spot. There's a guy behind me. Oh, you can't see, but looks like more news is coming. I mean, I might be in the right spot. Just sit here and have my own little news. I guess they're unveiling what they've built and spent probably a couple $1 million on. You know, they got to see where the money went. They were like, wow, all this for all that money? You know, here comes another. Oh, this guy, how ironic. This guy, this is so crazy. This guy right there, the black guy, he came on my radar the other day. Shout out to Marcus, a local brother here who, you know, he's into politics, but, you know, he knows a lot more than he could, you know, put out. But he was like, this guy, you know, he's like, oh, you know, praying for the officer, but yet he rocks out with BLM, and they don't do anything for the community. And he rocks out with the LGBT, and he's a part of the Black Pride Month here in Rochester. So go figure. Got the double maskers over there. Yeah, I'm gonna go park and I'm gonna join the party. So I'm gonna go join the party. It just seems like a good thing to stumble upon. Everybody else got a camera, so yep, they got their little securities over here, but I'm about to come do a press conference my goddamn self. Find a good place to park. Are they bringing bathrooms or something? But they just unveiling this thing. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place, but you know, I'm gonna check it out. So gonna go check it out. I just feel like they're gonna not want me there for some odd reason. I don't know why, but I just have that gut instinct that they're gonna not want me there and might ask me something. I don't know. I just got that gut feeling, and that's a handicap parking. But I just got that gut feeling, so we're about to find out. We's about to find out if I can find parking. Looks like I'll just park the other way. Bust a K. Bust me a K. But I want to see what they're talking about, how they waste fucking money. Today was a good day to have on a very offensive shirt, but I don't have one. Alright, take my telephones. Go pay for parking. Hold on, guys. We'll do some parking real quick. Take this case off. Damn it. Come on, guys. Sit y'all up here for a minute. Swear to know these things. None of these damn things ever work. So yeah, we're gonna go check out what's going on over there. And I love the library because it's got some beautiful messages on the outside. Let me know if y'all can still see. I don't want to lose the visuals. Oh, man, I just started the damn car up. Alright, just trying to get situated. Let me know if we can still see. Can y'all still see? Here. Alright. Yeah, that's the Genesee River. I'm about to go over there and see what's permeating. See what all this money and months of construction is like. But yeah, I love the message outside of this library. Got the water that flows underneath. It's a really significant building with some type of energy. And there's a lot of talk about there's underground tunnels and stuff that lead to the courthouses and other buildings. A lot of crazy shit. I've been down there before. Could have swore I saw a ghost. But on the outside it says, history, the story of the human race in conflict with nature and with its own element passions, but ever aspiring. Biography, the stories of lives that counted in their times for love or hate, for misery and woe, or well-being and joy. This one right here says religion. What doth the Lord require of thee but to do justly and to love mercy and walk humbly with thy God? Philosophy, the thoughts of men about human thinking, reasoning, and imagining, and the real values in human existence. Dope message. Oh, I didn't even know they had like a summer of play. They got like little games and shit. Summer of play, you know, just fucking play. Be a child. All right. And outside they got education is more than preparation for life. It is life itself. And the other one says the shadows will be behind you if you walk into the light. It's one of the best ones that I like. But yeah, it's Rundell Memorial Building. It's got messages and symbols all over it. But a lot of people here. So we're gonna just see. We're just gonna see. All the who's. Got the news up there. See if I can see any faces. But yeah, this whole area over here is brand new. It's Rock the River Way walk or some shit. Not my kind of energy. Not my cup of tea. For sure, you can feel it. This is like the political aspect. 99%. Look at how everybody still got a ride on the bus, guys. Like fucking patience. It's crazy sad. Still got a ride on the bus like that. Crazy. But yeah, they built this contraption right here. And whatever that is down there. I'm gonna take a walk. It's good leaves of grass. Picnic table painted Ukraine. Right. And all like blocking the public easement. That's crazy. The black folks look at me like I'm crazy. What you doing here? You don't belong here. So this is what they built, guys. Like it was literally blocked off from this side. No, wait. It was blocked off from the street curb over. They built this. Took them months, but I mean, seriously? This is what they're here over? Money. This is gonna be a skateboarder's dream. Shout out to all the skateboarders, because the skate park is right down the street. So this is gonna be, they built this for the skateboarder. For sure. They built this for the skateboarders. It's like some type of rock. Doesn't look like granite. But you come down here, actually a really dope view. We got the Rundell Library. Like I said, I've been all up under there. I can't stream from under there because you lose service. But it's dope down there. It's the old subway. Dope ass graffiti in there. Yeah, that's what they built. And I don't know how many millions this shit cost, but it costs $1 million. Oh, it's got like a little river or something. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, it's a Genesee River carved out here. It's pretty dope. But we're gonna go see what they're talking about. They got this dude right here. I mean, got the news here, but gonna get some video of it. Oh shit, the sound of the beat.
The Library North Terrace is just one of many exciting projects we're bringing to downtown. We're standing on history.
Can y'all hear?
Right here. Nearly 200 years ago, this spot was where the Genesee River, the Erie Canal, and the Johnson Seymour Mill Race converged. These waterways fueled Rochester's milling industry. They connected the Flower City to the rest of the world, and Rochester was known as the young lion of the West, with its powerful ideas, progressive mindsets, and impressive natural resources that spurred
dude checking me
Today,
out.
we continue to harness the mighty Genesee
Seriously.
River to drive powerful ideas and innovation as we work to build a hope-filled city with an exciting future. This terrace, along with all the Rock the Riverway projects, is an example of how we're returning our attention to our precious natural assets and making the most of them. We're creating a place for contemplation, for learning, and for beauty. This space will now provide our community with greater access and visibility to the Genesee waterfront. And the new art installations are specifically designed to tell the iconic story of this city's legacy. It complements the work at the Blue Cross Arena and sets the stage for exciting work that's going to happen on the aqueduct. From all the Rock the Riverway projects, we leverage a unique asset in our river to energize the spirit of this city. From the Empire State Development to the podium for a few words. Empire State Development has been a powerful supporter of this exciting work.
Good morning. Thank you to the Deputy Mayor. It's my pleasure to be here on behalf of the Open and Council. This drumbeat of events and milestones for the Rock the Riverway initiative continues to build steam, and every time we have one, it seems to more people here. It's exciting to see. It's exciting to see a project like this unfold. I'd like to thank everyone who are here, who's been involved in this project. I think it's been longer than we probably care to admit. But this project's been a long time coming, and many of you have helped to make this project and the entire Rock the River vision, come to be. I see people like Mark Jones, the former DS Commissioner, sitting here. It's wonderful to see him. He really helped get a lot of this going. And many of you in the audience. I also was talking to the current DS Commissioner a few minutes ago about this project and this Boulevard installation in particular, and how it reminded us of the Stargate and a portal to another time. And while we're joking about that, it seems like sci-fi movies. In many respects, it's true. Right? This is a portal. This project is a window into the past of Rochester and the confluence of waterways of history that come to make this place so special. It's also part of the story. That's really what Rock the Riverway is all about. Taking advantage of our history and our assets to grow a better future. Each one of these Rock the Riverway projects is keeping public mixed together to unveil a greater and greater future. Below us is the historic subway tunnel. Everything else that's over there, we have family and accessing part of the opportunity of this project. And a whole host of others up and down the river over the next 7 years. I'm really thrilled to be part of it. Yesterday, talking to the mayor about Rock the Riverway and Rochester today and what it's doing to help transform our city and increase the vitality of our city. It's really, really exciting. So I'm honored to be here today. Thank you all for helping make this happen.
Thank you, Vinny. Next, I'd like to welcome Representative Bob Hayes.
Good morning. I would like to recognize the Shovel Studio in the City of Rochester for their partnership in the development of the Rock the Riverway Hotel Library. This improvement is a vibrant public space for our children and our families to enjoy our historical infrastructure along the Erie Canal. Located in the heart of downtown Rochester, our community is thrived on what our library has to offer while overlooking the Genesee River. This experience will provide a greater connection to our city through art and community engagement. We are grateful for the investment, and we thank our local libraries for all their astounding service to the members of this community. I want to say I'm one who's always really excited to see new development in our community. But one of the things that I think that we can improve
Y'all
upon
here?
is something that I'm committed to, is assuring that every community in Rochester have an opportunity to generate wealth for themselves as well as their families when we develop Rochester. Another thing, when we incorporate the library, is literacy. We have to do our due diligence to ensure that members of our community have the ability to read. I'll repeat that. We have to do our due diligence to ensure that members of this community have the ability to read. So thank you all for your time.
It's hard to hear for me.
What an amazing transformation this is. Look at that view of the river. Brand new public space.
This is how they explain all the money. This little shit right here.
I want to thank our partners in government for helping us make this terrace possible. Our deputy mayor, Mayor
Shit ain't doing nothing for no community around here.
Assembly member Demond Meeks, and our fantastic director of the library, Aymen. The Rochester and Monroe County Public Library boards. Just 5 years ago, this terrace was closed. It's been a long time. The terrace had structural concerns and needed a basement.
5 fucking years, y'all, to build this shit.
I think we can all agree this project is worth the wait. If this terrace is only
See how security
the downtown
standing by me.
all along the river, we have buildings springing up.
I'll move to the other side.
The downtown. Constellation Springs. Including its global headquarters, just down the street. The city is launching with and millions upon millions of dollars are being invested in our library. It's incredible to see the progress of our waterfront. The Jersey River, High Falls, our entire waterfront is an incredible asset for the city and county, and for far too long it wasn't used. That's changing with innovative projects and embrace our waterfront to create wealth. Mercury libraries are a tremendous asset. Our downtown library is the crown jewel of our library. I can't wait to see the energy and program that innovates in this space and the impact it will have across our downtown. Congratulations to our library team for a wonderful and successful project. Your hard work will serve our community for many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, County Executive. Next, I would like to introduce City Council Member Richard.
Good morning, everyone. Someone can fact check me on this.
Leaves of grass.
February 2020, we had the
Oh, God.
February 2020, it was a pretty difficult month. We were just about to welcome a visitor to Monroe County in the pandemic, and yet here we are, not even 3 full years later, and we have finished this project. I think it just goes to show you the testament that hard work continued throughout the course of the pandemic. Public servants continued working really hard, and we ended up with this magnificent project, which is a really critical part of the Rochester program. And that hard work didn't happen on its own. It's due to a ton of hard work from people standing here. So let's take a moment, first of all, to acknowledge the different boards that all serve as libraries. We have the Rochester Public Library Board, the Monroe County Library Board, the Reynolds Library Board, and the Friends and Family Friends of the Library Board. And all of you who are Rochester boards, you're amazing. Can we get a round of applause?
Half people don't know what they're clapping
All
for.
this has continued to serve throughout the course of the pandemic, going from meeting in the library to meeting on Zoom. It hasn't been easy for all of us, but we've made it happen. And that doesn't even begin to mention all of the fantastic city staff. So if you're a member of the library staff, DES staff, any other member of one of the city departments, if you could raise your hand for a second. Round of applause for them, please. The hard work has continued. We're going to keep reaping the benefits to all of the partnership from New York State and Manny and his team with the Rochester program. So happy to be part of the City Council and their administration who continues to prioritize public infrastructure to come together from all over our city. And as Assemblymember Meeks talked about, get together, have a meal, read a book, sit outside. We're going to keep doing this kind of work, and it's a great testament to all of the hard work of everyone around here. Thank you so much. And I will now ask the person
Thank you, Council Member Gruber, and finally, last but certainly not least, the Director of all the libraries in the city, Patty Crum.
When we began to plan this project in earnest, everyone involved agreed that there should be a public arts component. We knew we wanted the space to be an active place where people could sit, enjoy the beauty of the river, while also learning about the history that happened here. We thought we could do that creating art, and I think we've been successful. There were more than 60 responses to the call for art, many of which came from all over the world. The team, Vivian Palladoro, please raise your hand as I say your name. Melinda Drury,
Leave the grab, that's funny.
Ron Goldman,
Colin, what's good, Colin?
Lucy,
You're just not in the
Glenn
right
Gardner,
company.
Christine Redarski, Michelle Finn, Blake John Oppenheim, Susan Checkout Signet, Randy Morgenstern, Jack Rozek, Elaine Spall, Holly Barrett, and Bree Harrison reviewed each submission carefully and eventually invited 3 artists to visit Rochester and present their visions. Andy Duffer from Chivo Studios was selected for his vision of the Gateway, the concept of which
They got a
references
damn
the traditional
drone
role
up there.
of the public library as the gateway to knowledge and Rochester's historical role as the gateway to the West. Andy spent days in Rochester prior to his presentation, exploring all aspects of the site and the city. He roamed the streets and the subway, talking to everyone who would talk to him, and spent time with Deputy City Historian Michelle Finn to better understand the history of the Genesee Valley and Rochester. Andy was in constant contact with Bree Harrison, the library's finance director, and really our wizard when it comes to capital operations, throughout the 2 years of building the piece. You can see evidence of Andy's research in the remarkable carvings in the gateway piece, the selection of stone which matches the Rundle building, and the seating
They took stone from the guide stones.
and in the water table, which includes a curved section from the Rochester street map and the meandering riverbed. Our hope is that the gateway piece becomes an iconic image of Rochester, right up there with Mercury and the Rundle building itself.
There's Mercury
I'd
up
like
there.
to take this opportunity to thank the people and organizations who made this possible. The City of Rochester, especially Chief Engineer Holly Barrett,
What's good, Kurtz?
former City Commissioner of Environmental Services, Erwin Jones, Mayor Evans, and former Mayor Warren, Empire State Development, former State Senator Joe Roback, and the latest Senator David Camp, Labella and their design team, especially Sue Mazza and John Picard. Thank you very much for all of your work on this. And the Friends and Foundation of the Rochester Public Library. All of these people and organizations came together to help us realize this beautiful vision. And today, as we finish up, we invite you to take a small piece. As some of you, we have small pieces of stone. You see Bree over there with them in her hand. You're invited to take a piece with you today. Use it as a paperweight, as a memento for the day. It's something to remember everything that's happening here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Katie, and that concludes our comments. So let's open it up to any questions.
Question. I got a question. I wonder why they didn't.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
All right, guys, that's it. That's the little project.
How are you?
5 years and God knows how many millions of dollars of all for that shit. Unbelievable, guys. Simply amazing. But nonetheless, it's actually a beautiful building inside. Like I said, it's something on these pillars, each one of them, when you look inside. Built in 1934, but something's inside of there. It goes all the way up to the top, all the way down. I wish I can go. In the subway. It's so dope down there, but I'll lose service. summer of play. But yeah, what's good, everybody? Moloch's vent. Yeah, it's, man, I just looked around, observing, feeling energy. Them people are plugged right into the matrix. Those are people, they're nice people. They got a heart, and they got a heart, but the heart is in the matrix. And you couldn't tell them shit to doing anything. They're straight politics, straight plugged in, straight vote for the next psychopath, vote for the next mouthpiece. There is no change in them fucking people, but they're good people. You can tell. They're not going to resist. They're going to obey and do everything that they're told. This is, it's crazy. There's more water running through there than the damn river itself. But it is cool as hell down there. Show y'all. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about a lot of crazy things out here. I know for a fact in there, deep into the tunnel, they were doing rituals because the former mayor, Bob Duffy, was caught coming out of there and from a fresh burn ritual. Shit was still there. So they definitely do rituals, guys. Don't get it twisted. But that's that side right there. I'm sure there's some significance with the angles. You have that right there. You have that over there. And then you also have, where is it? If I can get it. There's also a triangle. I'm gonna walk over and show you guys all the symbols around this in this river, because the water's low enough you'll be able to see the triangle if I can get to it. You'll be able to see the triangle in the river, and it's actually the bridge is the actual triangle itself, and there was a old temple in that vicinity. It's called the Sister City Bridge. There was an old Masonic temple that was torn down, and they built a bus terminal. When they tore the bus terminal down, they found a time capsule. Crazy shit. So, but you gotta give me a second. I gotta throw some change in here. Well, no, you know what am I worried about change for? Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll let y'all stare at the river for a second. to walk over. What are you beeping for? Learn how to park. This guy here, let's watch him park since he wants to beep. Look at this crap. He's like 2 feet away. He's got a backup camera. He doesn't know how to park for shit. He beeps the horn because he's nervous. So let's watch him. Watch him park, guys. He doesn't have a clue what he's doing. Since he beeped, we're going to just record him. Oh my God, this is terrible. This is the new age driver. Unbelievable. He's so nervous right now because the camera's watching him. But we're going to watch him since he beeped because I was walking behind him. He didn't even move the car. He opened up the door to look out. So he's literally just doing the same motion. Man. Guys, we're in bad shape, man. I'm gonna just turn around here and look at this. But we are in very, 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 very extremely bad shape. There's all the people looking at the 5-year, multi-million-dollar project. Somebody needs to spray paint right there under that bridge, on that overhang. This was a complete and utter joke. But yeah, so this guy, and he's still parked. He ain't get it yet, but look at all the trees in the river. So, oh, it's all right. So, man, nice little fall right there. It'd be dope to like go through here with like a tube on, or like an inner tube. You just have to jump off before you get to the fall. It would be dead. Alright, let me walk over to here. This is the Blue Cross Arena where the service for the officer was yesterday. Yeah, but they just created a new 5 million, however much, 5-year, whatever contraption that shit is up there, skate park. Because the skate park is literally over there, and that looks great for skateboarding. As you can see, like there's all skateboards marks all over here. I'm riding the rails up there. So they just created a skate park. So but yeah, like I said, I create titles on the video and then something happens, and usually my streams are never pertain to the damn video. But I just wanted to see this because this thing is in a direct, actually pointing directly over to that, the inside of that contraption. Honestly, this eagle, the position is exactly directly over to that contraption they built over there. Right to the middle. This thing right here, this eagle with the broken chain. I don't know what the significance of this thing is, but let's see what it says. Cuba, Philippine Islands, Puerto Rico. Is it me or did they spell Puerto Rico wrong? Or did they spell it right and we're spelling it wrong? Look at that. Is that how you spell Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico. I don't know if that's how you spell Puerto Rico, but anyways, it says Cuba, USA, United Spanish War, veterans, 1898-1902. The city of Rochester and the county of Monroe in honor of those who served their country in the Spanish-American War, Philippine Insurrection, China Relief Expedition, 1898-1902. That's probably when they took over some shit. But yeah, this thing's pointed directly over to that contraption that they just unveiled. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe that's how they spelled it back then. So, I'm pretty sure this is litter from yesterday when the police were out here guarding or patrolling the area. Left the packaging out, and there's the mess. But yeah, this is underneath the subway. It's dope as hell. Like I said, I wish I could walk through there doing a stream, but I can't. It's cool as shit. That's the old Rochester, how it looked down here. And yeah, show you in here. Peer, I could peer in here real quick. Crazy. Old subway. It's crazy down there, boy. I bet we've actually drove our we drove our lifted trucks down here one time. I think I did a video on it. Oh, well, I actually recorded it. I think I uploaded it. We drove our lifted trucks, and we had about 5 of us came down here, zooming through. Shit was fun as hell. They might have closed it off. There's a lot of shit I do. I should just have a channel where I post all the shit that I do. But it was fun. Doesn't say you can't drive in here. Doesn't say do not drive through the old Rochester subway. So we drove through, we turned around, we zipped down here. Oh man, it was crazy. It was crazy. But I don't know, make sure I still got service. But yeah, some cool shit down there. What's good, Red Storm? That's why we have the Roman fashion on our Supreme Court building. Yep. Good, brother Cuts. This is just some painting from whoever did this. It's crazy how they keep it clean, like nobody defaced it. I think this has some special paint on it where they can, you know, because some idiot would have been painted over this. This is something the city put up. But for it not to have spray paint on it, it's pretty crazy. I think they know how to get it off. And they got the internal flame in there. Because this is the Rochester War Memorial. So, but yeah, we're gonna walk over to that to the other part. Hopefully we can get in there. That's a Times Square building with the occult wings up on top, some type of energy harnessing. Because that used to be the Times Union newspaper there. That was the Gannett News, then a Democratic Chronicle there. So, go figure. All the news is by all the government buildings. Go figure. So, I was going to talk about spirituality, but I guess I have to save that because there's a spiritual significance on why Nancy Pelosi went to Taiwan at night, because it represents Ghost Month on the lunar calendar in Chinese. And it was crazy because all that spiritual talk yesterday I was doing, and then I go home, and then all of a sudden Linda starts talking to me about the, you know, she can feel things, you know, around this time of year. She was actually born on the festival date on the lunar calendar, July 15th lunar calendar, which is crazy, you know. And all her life, she's been told that she's special, you know. And she does get like these visions of shit. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty dope, you know. And I see a reason why she's around, you know, because it's a spiritual connection. But yeah, she was teaching me about Ghost Month. I'm like, I never heard of this. I mean, I never really heard of it. She was teaching me all about it, and I was like, oh my god. And then everything started clicking, like puzzles started. Now the puzzle starts coming together more, you know, because there's different calendars, and these psychopaths are in control of the world. They ain't just working on the Gregorian calendar. They're working on all these motherfuckers, and that's what we be forgetting. And it's gonna get loud, so I'm gonna cut through the alley. Cut through the alley because I don't want to go by that. It's too noisy. So, because this month, on the lunar side of it, is when the demonic energies are entering this realm. All right, now if you start to think about that, look at what they're doing. Beyonce drops her album, right at the start of the lunar calendar. The exact date she released it was the start of the lunar calendar. And it's about ushering in energy. It's about energy coming in, because when you break the whole lunar ghost month down, it's about, I'll go this way. It's about the lunar. I mean, it's about basically evil spirits coming in and feeding and around this time, like that energy is high. That's why you're not supposed to be, you know, what you call it? There's certain things you're not supposed to do around this time. And the Chinese are really, that was disgusting, are really, you know, into that. You know, their housing sales are slow. Their, you know, their anything to do with water is slow at that time. Things slow down during this time of the year in the lunar calendar in Chinese, and it's because of this belief. And if you look around at what's going on, it makes a lot of damn sense, you know. All this construction going on, it makes a lot of sense. But more on that later. We'll get back to this right here. There goes that old quarantine center. That quarantine center right there, guys. That shit. I guess if there was someone to know about it, it would definitely have been me. Oh man, this side of the river is high as hell. That's odd. How is this side so high, but the other side ain't? And this is all under construction. And I don't think I can go over that bridge. So we ain't gonna see the triangle today. But if we could have got down there, we would have been able to see it, but it's closed. So I ain't been down this side in years. So it is closed, but it is right in, if I was over there, you would probably be able to see it's right in the water. And that bridge is an actual triangle. And I didn't even know there was a restaurant down here. But they're trying to make this like Tampa, like Buffalo, the River Walk. You know, like this is what they're doing over here. They're gonna build shops, restaurants, all kind of shit. Trying to bring this back, call it the River Walk. I just think it's a waste of money. I don't think it's coming back. You know, not yet. There's a look at the quarantine center, but yeah, I can't let y'all see it because the water's too high. I don't know how. It's weird that this side is high and the other side is low. But whatever. They sure are red storm because they want to flood everybody into the metropolitan areas. That's their agenda 2050 vision. And you already know that's what they're headed for. They're going to tax everybody out of there. I mean, it's already on the path. You know, they made it clear what they were doing. So they're going to go for it. Are we going to stop it? I don't know. It's not looking too good. That's all I got to say. Okay. So again, it's downtown Rochester, guys. So yeah, it would have been pretty dope to show you guys. I've been trying to get that on video, but you can see it on Google Maps. But they're trying to make it all pretty and, you know. I've always loved that sparkle though. I've always liked that, even as a kid. Quarantine site. Wonder if it's going to be in effect this year. I would love to go in there just to see. You know? Because it's all coming back in a different form. So we're going to walk through here. Walk through and around. It's a construction site now. Told people about it and nobody gave a fuck. But it was closed by emergency enclosures, so that's another strange thing. Maybe it was shut down. I don't know. But look at this, guys. Look at how gross this is, man. Look at this shit. Shit, throw up. Oh, fucking disgusting. There's people living over here and stuff. Just where the guy walked into the wall. Yeah. Now it's all dilapidated. Oh my god, look how gross shit is. Oh my god. Shit is disgusting. Wow. Homelessness is a crazy problem. I'm gonna show y'all Amsterdam too. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show you guys Amsterdam, where there's legal drug activity in the city of Rochester, and they know about it because they provide needle dispensary, so it's well known, and it's a camp. And literally yesterday I rode by there, and it was literal, because I showed Linda, she was just like lost for words, because literally, oh shit, can we go on this bridge? It was literally you know, you can see them. They were like 5 feet. Like, check. No, you can't go that way. This is part of the River Walk project too. You can't go that way. But literally, it was this is an old contraption. I used to tag on here when I was a kid. I rode on this thing probably 100 times. But this is a part of the River Walk rehabilitation. It actually looks like it's gonna be really nice, man. You know, they're gonna make entertainment come back. You know, they're gonna get people down here. But there's a class of citizens that they're gonna have to keep out of here. Is the problem. Oh yeah, you can see the triangle right there in the water. And it actually used to be a fountain within there, and as you turn on it, it would be like in the shape of that triangle, the fountain, the water. This shit is all dilapidated and overgrown. The city's supposed to take care of this. They'll write you tickets, but yet they can have this shit looking like this, you know? The flag poles right there, no flags on them anymore. But probably can see it from the other side, but there's one side of the triangle in the water right there. But yeah, it's all dilapidated with shit, piss and bottles and, you know, masks and needles and Jesus. The city needs to come down here and clean this shit up. I wonder if I can see it from the other side. Vodka bottles. But anyways, open air, drug use. Yeah, you can't really see it. But it's right in the water right there. Can't hardly see it, but it's energy. Tomorrow, 8338, by chance, is being labeled the most dangerous day of the century by the number. Really? Bend over, okay? Like I said, keep an eye on Pelosi shit. Something might be used as a scapegoat for something to pop off. In Taiwan, they shut down all the transit. So, just because she was coming. Oh yeah, this was let's go. I wonder if we could look through the window of the old quarantine center. See if there's remnants of the quarantine center. I know there's people living in there for sure. Let's see. Oh, they got it all. Windows all. Oh no, you can still see in there. Shit, got a fucking scarecrow in them. Crazy, this shit looks fucking freaky as hell. It looks like an old hospital, and this is a hotel. Shit gives me the creeps. I just turned around, saw that fucking shirt, thought somebody was standing there. Look at this shit, guys. Tell me this shit ain't freaky. This was a quarantine center. Look at this freaky shit. This shit crazy, yo. This is something from a fucking freak show movie. They could definitely film a horror flick here. Definitely. But they pretty much got all the shit out. Crazy. It's freaky down here. Crazy. And they installed that one. That was a new camera they put up right there to watch all angles 360. So, give me the creeps. Right, coming soon, FEMA camp. Hell yeah, I mean, look at this shit. It's already ready to go. Got the bars in there. Like, shit, they just put that other shit up there. Them wasn't ever up there. Just those bars, not the ones above them. Here goes a transit center. And years ago, I told people, ain't nobody believe me. Ain't nobody believe me. But I said, they're gonna get all the inner city people off of Main Street so they can build it up. And what this is, I was talking about that for years. And they sure did. Shout out to the pigeon. There goes the FEMA camp, y'all. Or the quarantine center. Yeah, they ain't want nobody escaping that bitch. They did put those grates up, because them grates were never there at all. Those grates was never in there. Looked like my friend's father, but I couldn't tell. Maine and St. Paul. Wait. I should go audit the DMV. Go down and say what's up to my buddy down there. Nah. I gotta get a move on. Here goes the Hyatt. It's crazy, one of the tallest buildings in the city is a damn hotel. I'll walk up there. Matter of fact, we go back across. Look at this Jade walking like that motherfucker. What's good, Blink? So what's good, Blink? Red Storm, Bend Over, Leaves of Grass, Brother Cuts, Colon. Trying to scroll and walking. Shout out to all you guys. You got that right. Niagara Falls is hotels. CGI Communications ain't shit. That building is completely gutted out. Man, it's crazy. The camera could see better than I can in there. Completely gutted out, ready for some apartments. Coming soon because they don't put apartments in all these buildings. It's crazy how they did that. And they actually got a lot of people out here. White folks would never come to the city. Now, shit, that's all that's here. This is the old McDonald's from back in the days they used to come hang out in. Big as shit. Look at that, still look like the old McDonald's. Shit, still got some of the shit from there. Same floor. Yeah, that was like 80s. I mean the 90s, that shit closed. This used to be a CVS turned Family Dollar, still open. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We're about to walk past the motherfucking Tyranny building. This is a tyranny building where they come, and the Social Security Administration building, where they come rape your ass. They still making people wear masks? I don't think so. It better not be. Oh shit. Cops over here. Must be an accident. Must be an accident. Shout out to the pigeon up there, tight roping. This is an old ass building. They used to be covered with like billboards. This used to be like a store where you come get your gear from in here. Crazy. Alright, now we got a red light. Across the street. Yeah, a little car accident, fender bender. Trying to get it right so we can drive off. But yeah, this used to be the Chase Bank building. Now it's apartments. I don't know how that works, but it's apartments now, which is actually pretty dope. I bet you there's some dope ass apartments in there, but you know, there's definitely apartments in there. It's still called Chase, partners with Napier and Dotto, the Metropolitan, but it was a straight bank. There used to be a skyway that would cross right here over to this, the world's first mall. Well, the United States' first mall, Midtown, which they destroyed because they want to get rid of history. For I don't know for what reason. It was actually, they could have did a lot with that building, but they wanted to build more shit that they could make more money off of for their 2050 agenda, 2050 and 2030 cities. But yeah, so this is the second biggest building in Rochester. That's the tallest building in Rochester. It should be Xerox Tower. So, but yeah, this is an apartment now. Over here is office buildings. This is apartments in here and businesses. That big ass building back there is apartments now. Dope as hell. So yeah, they building tons of you know, these are the people who really don't want a family, don't want kids, want their little doggy, and live, work, and play, and just have fun. Everything's a big cakewalk. Follow all the orders. That's who rocks out in these places. The majority. But the average American, this ain't the lifestyle they want to be living. You know? A lot of the people are from out of town, former college kids and shit like that, and you know, there's people who like that shit. Not my thing. I mean, it'd be dope to like, you know, if you was like super wealthy, you just have one just to spend a day night up here just to and check out the views or something. But other than that, yeah, because I bet the views at some top of these buildings are crazy. And this is the, wait, 1, 2, this is like the fourth tallest building in Rochester. That's Bausch and Lomb. It's crazy, all the biggest buildings are pretty much companies that ain't even barely around anymore. So yeah, it's a little tour downtown, guys. Exactly, Red Storm. Exactly. This is the new library, which I don't understand why they built another library and they got an old library, but they built a new library. They threw out all the books in the old library. I mean, this shit was crazy. It was all over the news. There was 2 dumpsters outside, and somebody jumped in there and reported it. It was like, why are there so many books? Why are they throwing? Like, they could just give them away. And then the city was like, oh, well, these were. They tried to make up a story, and then they dug them out and gave them away. Crazy. And if you want to get some knowledge, truthfully, that's where you go, is to the damn library. You know how many books of knowledge are in there? Crazy. Law books, study books, old books. Old. I mean, I went in there to find the old biology, the old physician books, where there's actually natural, real life medicine and what doctors used to be taught. You know, now you go to the doctor's office. If any of y'all go, I mean, listen, y'all can do what you want. And I know people have health issues, but most health issues are from, you know, just living a fucked up life. But if you're just going to the doctors just to listen to everything they say, you're not doing anything on your own, then, hey, you know. But, you know, checkups, hey, you go to the emergency room for a checkup, you just say, hey, man, you know, I need some blood work. They'll get you blood work. You know, but a doctor, look at their office. The average doctor today, if you look at their office, right? Tell me if you see any books in there. Tell me if you see any books. Doctor's office used to be like a lawyer's office. Books everywhere. Books everywhere. You know? That was a doctor's office. Books every fucking where. Now, shit, computer, and that's it. Got some PS4 games up in there. A computer, and that's it. You know? That's what they got. And a pill identifier. You know? Don't take my word for it. I mean, do whatever you need to do, but doctors ain't doing shit for people, man. Nothing. But give you what they've been taught to give you, and that's synthetic drugs. Don't believe me? Talk about some real medicine. They won't have a clue what you're talking about. And they say, oh yeah, I don't recommend that. You know, I don't recommend that. Yep, it's all digital, Red Storm. They put their fucking finger on the fucking fingerprint scanner, log in. They put your weight, age, race, ethnicity, lifestyle in there, and it computes back possibilities on a percentage of fucking dumbass, no fucking brain dead Americans that just consume and don't worry about anything else. And they compare it to that, and they say, okay, here's a list of drugs you can get them. You just pick. Well, you know this one's worth more, so you're gonna get that one. Well, this person ain't got no money, so we're gonna get them the cheap one because we're, you know, I mean, this is what it is. This person's paying, but he doesn't really pay. Shit, we're gonna offer him the cheap one. We don't want to get fucked on this one. That's what they do. Don't believe me? Do some research. It's all linked to the same database. It's all linked to the health care system. All right. Doctors used to come to houses. Doctors used to, shit, I still remember, even with my oldest son, fucking doctors come in, check the kids, don't even got gloves on. I didn't give a fuck. I mean, shit, don't have gloves on. I mean, that just was something that they just did. Gloves wasn't a common practice, you know, unless they're sticking their fingers up your ass or some are doing surgery. But other than that, they wasn't worried about no germs and shit like that, and, you know, because that's all was, germ theory came later, you know. And they just, doctors would be doctors. They would, you know, push on your abdomen and, like, you know, whatever. That was just doctors. That's what they did, you know. Shit, they was doing the cough, turn your head and cough with no goddamn gloves. That's a little weird probably, but shit, I mean, it is what it is. They wash their hands and keep it moving, you know. Fucking, they got us scared of every goddamn thing. They got us scared to be human. Right. So, shout out to the graffiti artist that got down there. How the fuck did he get down there? You ever see graffiti and you be like, how did they do that? How the hell did they get up there or get to that point? So, all right, guys, we're about to go for a ride. I'm gonna show you Amsterdam. I don't know if it'll be busy today. But yesterday was crazy. You could see people injecting all over the damn place. But it was crazy. Hold on, guys. I gotta put my case back on so I can put it in my windshield. Shit. Alright, case is back on. Shit. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to all you guys. And thanks for going on the walk. This wasn't the plan. This wasn't the plan by any stretch of the imagination. But we're going to go to Amsterdam. If y'all don't know what Amsterdam is, that's from the show The Wire, where they had a designated drug area. You could sell drugs. You can do drugs. As long as you don't hurt nobody and kill nobody or whatever, you're good. You know, who would have known that would have became true? Definitely true here in Rochester, because the city knows about this area. I mean, it's small. That water's going to Lake Ontario. This is the Genesee River. It comes from way upstream or downstream, whatever you want to call it. You know, so if you're on a globe, it's flowing upward, north, up the hill. You know, but when you look at the actual model of the Great Lakes, I mean, it's like a steps. They're all higher than the other, and Lake Ontario is the lowest, and then it drops off, and then it goes up to the St. Lawrence, and then it goes into the Atlantic Ocean. I mean, oh shit. It is what it is. All the lakes are steps. So Superior is the highest. Lake Superior is the highest, and I think it goes to Michigan, then it goes to Huron or one of them motherfuckers, and then it goes to Erie, and then it goes to Lake Ontario. That's how you got Niagara Falls. It falls down into the Niagara River, and then it turns into Lake Ontario. It's like steps. So, you know, how does that shit work? But whatever, that's just an argumentative debate. And people just can't see the obvious and understand the obvious. They rather just believe some shit that makes no sense, that they can't really observe, they can't feel, they can't see. The only thing they can go off is what they've been told. You know, it's like, what the fuck? You can see this shit. You can see it, you can feel it, you can understand it. I mean, it's right in front of you. You know? I mean, it's crazy. So, yeah. I mean, even we here at Rochester use a lake for our reservoirs, and that's Hemlock. I think it's Hemlock Lake. I might be wrong. I'm brain farting. It flows into our reservoir. They don't even have any pumps. It's just natural flow. So here goes party at the park. This was Manhattan Square Park, turned into Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Park. probably soon to be turned into something that's to do with pride. So, and here in Rochester, it is officially Black Pride Month. So, yep, it's Black Pride Month in Rochester. Apparently, every month is Pride in Rochester, because it's not just June that's Pride Month in Rochester, it's July and it's August. And maybe September will be White Pride Month. But nope, that would be racist if they had a white pride. Wait a minute, it doesn't mean that kind of white pride. It means gay white pride. So yes, it's okay to say white pride, but anybody else say white pride, oh, you're racist. You know? The upside down is just every day. The upside down never amazes me every single day. You know, so oh yeah, so let's see while we roll to Amsterdam real quick. Show y'all this crap. Let's see. Nancy Pelosi arrives to Taiwan in the night, all right, which is synopsis to the ghost month in China. This is why she went. This is all about ushering demonic energy. This is all the only reason why she went at this time, and the only reason why she arrived at nighttime. All right, this is crazy, man. Like, it's crazy. It is crazy because it's about ushering energy and demons. And when they killed that, look at it right here, 30 minutes ago. U.S. House Speaker Pelosi lands in Taiwan. Chinese warplanes take to skies. No, they fucking don't. It's a bunch of bullshit. Don't believe that for any stretch of the imagination. All right. So she arrived in there, right? Now, she's not over there to help Taiwan. She's not over there to, you know, it's basically, it's called the cat and mouse game. Chinese Communist Party wants Taiwan, but guess who else wants Taiwan? The United States. All right. Remember, there's two ball hands at play. All right. All the ones supporting Pelosi's visit over there believe that she's helping Taiwan, but in all reality, we know Pelosi is in bed with the Chinese Communist Party. The whole deal is to take over the sovereignty of Taiwan, because you cannot talk about the Chinese Communist Party and not talk about the federal government, because they're one and the same. All right? They're one and the same. That's why when you see these crazy stories, remember, the largest conglomerate on the planet with communications and news media is in China and controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. So when you see out things like Joe Biden or Fauci test positive for Mr. 19, and when Pelosi was supposed to visit Taiwan last time and had Mr. 19, it's like, fuck. All right? They had to postpone this shit. All right? There's a war going on that we have no clue what it's about, how it is, or what it is. But when you see stuff like this, it's because the Chinese Communist Party has a huge presence in telecommunications and media, so they could just put out a story and everybody picks it up, and now the news is stuck there, and the United States is like, shit, now we gotta roll with this one, guys. It's a war. It's war tactics. This is what is going on, man. People don't understand that, and people don't believe. I don't got all the time in the day to sit here and show you how they're fucking doing it word for word. You can see it. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, test positive. This is a war tactic as leverage against the United States. All right? And then they had to go back to negotiate, even with Antony Blinken test positive. Why would that come out? Who cares about Antony Blinken when he tests positive? That was the Chinese Communist Party. That was a war shot. They're not firing rockets and missiles. They're using they're using technology, they're using weather, they're using manipulation tactics. They're using all this different stuff because it's all coming down and they're at war. All right? So when you hear stuff like this, It's, well, they got it now. They can't control the internet like that. They can't control it because Chinese, if you look at all, I mean, this is why TikTok is allowed. Remember it was going to get banned by Donald Trump? Remember that? What happened to that? They all wanted TikTok banned. You think they want TikTok out of there? That shit is China owned. It's spying on America. It's doing all this shit. It's leverage. All right. They got the ability to put information out to embarrass politicians, to put people in their place, to launch an investigation. They got this leverage. People don't realize how deep this shit is, right? So when you see these tests positive, it's a war tactic. Now they got to come out and basically roll with it. Like, damn, I can't go I can't go against, our own. This is not good, guys. And then they go back to the drawing board. They go behind the scenes and negotiate with China. Like, yeah, well, this is what they do. This is what they do. This is why China was threatening the shit out of them, and they were like, "Fuck you, we going anyway." And then Switzerland got involved. Switzerland got involved to expose the Chinese Communist Party and all their bullshit. So guess what Chinese Communist Party did? They backed the fuck off. They backed off with all that talk. All right, guys, hold up on that thought. But this is the Amsterdam right here. Yesterday I came through here, was like 5-6 people right here shooting up. Literally right here. Shooting. Right there in that chair right there, they was shooting up, like shooting up. And it's crazy, man. The city knows about it. Them over there, they're shooting up. She got a needle in her hand. He just shot up. He got a needle in his hand. I don't know if you could see it, but he's got a needle in his hand. And yeah, man, this is just wide open drug use. And move up out the way. It's wide open drug use over here. This is the little thing that they gotta go. This is how sharp containers here. Discard sharp containers here. Sharps disposal. You notice how they don't say needles, because they can't, because they'll be basically legalizing drugs. It's sad, man. It really is sad. But these people live over here. The dope house is literally on the other side, and the dealers come by here and just selling the drugs. And it's pretty fucked up. But see, Sharps dispensary. It doesn't say needle. It's got to say Sharps for, legal purposes. What's good, Brother Wise? Mr. Magnittens. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. And these people live out here. There was another one over here, but I guess they cleaned it up. It was 2 in the open, and then you got a church right here. This is why it's just so crazy, guys. You got a church right here. They know all this is going on here. Do you think for 1 minute that church gives a fuck about the people that are 75 feet away from them? They don't care, because they would just come hold church over here, try to talk to these people. Maybe they could change somebody's life. Maybe there's somebody willing to try to help them out. I know there's drugs. I mean, unfortunately, it's this shit that's out. I mean, this dude right here you can't see it, but he's shooting up right now. Shooting that fentanyl right into his leg. I can't zoom in because it don't get it, but he's shooting it right into his leg. People that OD'd over here, mad times. And the lady's sitting right next to him right there. She's shooting up. But I mean, this is wide in the open, man. I showed Linda this shit, and she couldn't believe it. They don't have this stuff. Sorry. They don't have this stuff in that country. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's sad, man. It really is. It really is sad. And it's crazy, man. This fentanyl ain't no joke, man. Fentanyl is not no joke, guys. Shit, I just dropped my damn phone. This fentanyl is no joke, y'all. It really isn't. Sad, man. It's really sad. And I mean, this shit is targeted. Here comes this car. They're coming back. I've seen this car over here before, yesterday. The whole side is taped up. And the back and everything is like bad. Oh my God, there's like 10 people in this damn. No, I'm lying. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in here, all about to go shoot up, man. Look at this crap, guys. Live and direct. Everybody in here is on drugs. You know? And it's sad, man. Like, I don't blame them people, honestly. Because a lot of people were just weed smokers. And because the fentanyl's in the weed, they get this high. And then when they find out what it is, they go chase that because it felt so good. Motherfuckers be up for 2 weeks. They don't eat. You know? Me and my buddy joke about this shit. Man, if people could smoke dope and then and get off of it, it's the best weight loss program you could ever get on. Get on dope. You'll be skinny in 2 weeks because you ain't gonna eat. All that's gonna keep you alive is that damn drug. You ain't eating. These people don't eat, man. They do not eat. They won't eat. I've talked to them before. They won't eat. They'll be like, yo, I haven't ate in a week. Well, how the fuck are you still alive? They'll drink water. They'll drink something. They might eat. They don't even want to eat because it fucks up their high, man. You know? You ask them if they're hungry, they be like, I mean, I'm hungry, but, you know, I don't got no money to buy it. If you don't go buy it for them, they ain't eating. You know, these motherfuckers go a long time without eating. You know? It's crazy, man. And this is where I've seen these people walking like crab walking, man, like crazy shit after they get high. Like them two over there, now they both slumped over. They slumped over, you know? He slumped over, she was slumped over, you know, but them in this car, oh God, they getting twisted in there. I saw this car over these, the whole other side is taped up. Like, I mean, you know, the police pull them over. They won't even take none of them to jail. You know, because what are they going to do with them? They got to put them in the special unit because they're going to be detoxing. They got to watch over them. They got to visit the doctors, you know, all kind of special care. You know, look at this shit, man. You know? That fentanyl is no joke, guys. And this is every city across America, man. Every rural area, too. This and the meth. Rochester ain't never been a meth city. It's been straight crack or, you know, heroin, and now it's fentanyl. I mean, fentanyl is opioid, but what we used to call heroin is no longer, you know. This is what they do, man. You know, it's sad. You know, he used to be in the military. I've talked to him before and see his sign. He was in the military. He's got the 3%er. He's got a 3%er tattoo on his hand. You know, it's fucked up, guys. That dude's still slumped over. Now he injecting it into his calf. But it's sad, guys. It really is sad. All right, what up, Wise? Let's see. Told one of my brothers, Pelosi, Taiwan, check your service members, make sure they get back. U.S. service members set up like Afghanistan. Pelosi comes back. Folks exclaim, but where's my son? Yeah, man. You know, it's definitely because what was being portrayed in Taiwan, it was huge. Taiwan, China, all the Asian countries was Pelosi. This shit was huge for her coming over there. So they want the eyes on there. And it's so big. Well, what is it? It's because Taiwan is a target. See, what people fail to realize, you guys know I ride around, I look at the dealerships, they're empty. That's a war tactic. That's from Chinese Communist Party. They have restricted the flow of certain technologies. And this is what it's going on, man. This is how it's a war within a war within a war. But there's also an agenda going on of a reset. Maybe these people don't want to play reset. Maybe they ain't with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe this is the whole plan. But I doubt that. There is definitely fighting going on. You know, there's fighting going on that we don't know about, that's not being propagated us. There's protests everywhere around the world, but the United States is not showing it all. Shout out to Tara, you know, the protest all in Germany. She's over there in Germany, you know, but it's the same shit. It's Antifa in Germany talking about whose streets, our streets, whose streets, our streets. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you got the German Antifa, and you got the American Antifa. You know they've been flown over there. And I'm like, this shit is a joke, man. It's a complete and utter joke. You know, so there's protests happening all across the United States. The United States, all across the world that mainstream is not reporting on. You know, farmers in other countries, you know, just a lot of shit, man. Just too much to stay on top of. And, you know, just way too much to stay on top of. So definitely it's something to keep an eye on. So something could come out of this, her visit. And we already know Chinese, like I said, right now it's Ghost Month. So it's about ushering in energy, demons, demonic energy, evil spirits, all right, under the lunar calendar. This is why Pelosi came at nighttime, all right. And you know, it's pretty odd, and she comes at nighttime, and you know, it lines right up with the whole lunar calendar thing, you know, the Ghost Month. And you know, Beyonce releasing her album. What is she talking about? Paying homage to the Renaissance and the fallen angels, which are the demonic energy, which when she released that album was right here. She released the album, and shout out to Wise. Yesterday I was talking about the spiritual level that we need to get upon, and understand that this, you know, talk about the physical shit, but talk about the spiritual shit from a spiritual perception, because this is spiritual warfare. We all talk about it, but you know, we don't really show it. You know, we need to show more of this stuff is more spiritual than it is physical, and we need to see that, you know. And that's by being out and about. You can feel the energies, you can feel people, just like at the thing that I was just at. I definitely was out of place. You know, I could feel it. I've seen people looking at me. They could feel my energy was just was different. I mean, there was homeless people walking up, you know, they you know, that was a different energy. They're cool. But me, it was like, who? Like they had this who. Like they look at me and their jaw down, like, who is this? Security dude who I always see in the community, who sees me. I know who this dude is. He wants to be a cop so damn bad. But he's like, he comes all the way over by me, and then I move, and then he's watching me. And I'm like, I mean, so you could just feel it. And then being around all those people are the matrix. They are plugged in. There's no breaking this you know, there's no breaking those people. They are into politics. They are plugged in. You know, they ready for the next new puppet master to come along. So understanding the spiritual aspects of that is to be able to feel the energy, see what spirit they're tapped into. They're tapped into the political hero spirit. Most of them probably go to church. Most of them probably are Christian. Most of them are into, you know, whatever they see on TV. Even if they agree or disagree, they believe the shit that's on the TV. They can disagree with everything. You know, they're the ones who, oh, come on. They everything that's shown to them, that's what they believe, you know. So going back to the whole Pelosi thing, you know, understand, and the Beyonce thing, they are ushering energy in. We've been taught the Gregorian calendar. We haven't been taught the lunar calendar. And when you look at it, you're like, holy shit, this is what these fucking people are doing. They're using, if they control the world, right? If they're in control of the world, they understand other cultures. They understand other energy. They understand the whole, and they fuck with us over here. And then they use the energy over there too, as well. I mean, think about it. How do you think a lot of these places are controlled? They understand the energy. So Pelosi goes over there against their own beliefs. All right, she comes in at nighttime. All right, which, you know, during this time of year isn't really the time for that. But they have fallen away from their culture. But we know what it is. These people are ancient psychopaths that embodied bodies. So it is what it is. And this belief is the lower realms, these spirits are coming out. So they're just trying to harness these spirits in here. This war, they might be trying to usher in the old evil spirits of war to come in here. All right, this is why the talk of war, China, this is geared up and lined right up perfectly with their lunar calendar. All right, because today in their lunar calendar would be it would be, what's today, August 2nd? It's July 4th on the lunar calendar, right? Think about this shit. Think about this. July 4th. It also signifies, okay, it's July 4th. That's the United States Independence Day in the Gregorian calendar. But here it is, July 4th on the lunar calendar. She's over there. All the talk about war, right? Think about it, So, it's 8/2/22, So it's a lot, man. It's a lot. And like I said with Beyonce, right? Beyonce Renaissance was released July 29th. All right? July 29th, 2022. That is what you call it? So it was released the 29th, so it would be July 1st, the 29th, when her shit was released, right? Her album release date was on, she released it on July 29th, all right, on the Gregorian calendar, all right? I forgot what time it was, but anyways, it was July 1st on the lunar calendar. I mean, it was July 1st on the lunar calendar. So think about it. And then she's paying tribute to the Renaissance. It was tribute to her gay uncle. So they ushering in more of this gay ass energy, all right, under the lunar calendar. These spirits to embody these people and get into them. And I mean, this is what they're doing, man. I mean, I can't stress it enough, So, dedicates Renaissance albums to fans and fallen angels. Also the fallen angels. Think about this shit. So if her album's released on the beginning of the lunar calendar and it's called Fallen Angels, now everybody's going to listen to that music. They're going to be caught up in that, and it's gonna usher in this energy, man. It's crazy. And her gay uncle. I mean, how much clearer can it be? And then what other news do we have? All right, what other news do we have of the killing of the Al-Qaeda leader, right? Think about that. And what was his name? Aymen. What are they doing? Like, what type of energy are they bringing in here? We know they're full of shit. All right. The whole thing is full of shit, because if you listen to the speech, it's about 9/11. 9/11 was a whole pile of shit. So obviously what he's saying is a pile of shit. What are they really? We always got to look at, all right, 9/11 was bullshit. They didn't kill no bleed, because there was no fucking, if there was no bin Laden the way we were told, 9/11 didn't happen the way we told, then this motherfucker is out here saying what to us? He's ushering in energy, evil spirits. And hold on. I'm hearing double cross Navy. Getting snatched, crazy stuff, man. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna hear there's some big news that's gonna come out of Pelosi visiting Taiwan. She's just not going over there for shits and giggles. All right, there are ushering certain energies in this realm, and I talked about this yesterday. And like I said, shout out to Wise for, he kind of like, I already know what he was talking about, and we need to start understanding what we're actually seeing from a spiritual standpoint, because this war is going to become spiritual and then physical, but they're just ushering in the energy so it can embody humanity, body the lost souls, body the weakness. They have to bust us all down and then start to usher into this energy. So by them beating us down, drugging us up, doing all this stuff, these spirits are going to embody you. That's why you see heinous crime. That's why you see a lot of murder, because this energy is coming in and it's going to increase. It's going to leak into, like I told you, you better look at who the fuck you sleeping next to. You better look at who's in your house. You better look at your neighbors. You better look at your neighborhood. You better look at your cities. You better look at your states. You better look at your regions and understand what the fuck is really going on, okay? Because they are pouring in evil energy, evil spirits, and they're going to embody. They ain't going to be no damn boogeyman walking around, Green Goblin or shit like that. No, it's going to be Uncle Phil, Uncle Bill, cousin Judy. It's going to be mother, grandmother, grandfather. It's going to be embodying these people, and they're going to turn to you, and you're going to be the target. I'm telling you, you're going to be the target. You're going to be the target, man. It is what it is. So, when you see Biden going there saying they drone struck and killed a Al-Qaeda leader, because it has something to do with 9/11 and all this other shit. Well, wait a minute. What people are missing? Who cares what he's talking about? What are you missing? Well, you're missing the main point. 9/11 was some bullshit. All right, we already know about the whole shit stinks. So who they killed? What are they truly trying to do? What are they trying to invoke? All right, what are they trying to invoke? What are they trying to invoke? What are they trying to invoke? Hold on, guys. What the hell? So what are these people trying to invoke? What spirit, what energy, what demon are they trying to get in here? They trying to bring that 9/11 demon in here that made everybody believe? Like, what are they doing? What kind of energy are they ushering in? Because shit, at that time I was asleep. When it first happened, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then I started like, I believed the whole shit until I stopped and looked at it. I'm like, man, this shit don't make no fucking sense, man. What? It just was off to me, but I went back to sleep. 2001. 2001. Hold on, sorry guys. Oh, that's so funny. Oh man, that's funny. Oh shit, that's funny. But yeah, you got to look at this stuff, man. And then the name they use, they say Aymen. Think about this shit, guys. Aymen. Think about that. Hold on. I don't know why I got. All right. Hold on. Check this out, guys. Check this out. All right. Got to look at what they're trying to tell you, right? We got to look at what they're trying to tell you. Damn, he just picked the needle up off the ground. Shout out to him, and put it in the box. He just picked the needle up off the ground and put it in the box. Well, yeah, he's got the Harley tattoo, skull and crossbones. He got the come and take it, 3 percenters. I should have talked to the dude. Say, yo, man, what happened, man? Let's see. I was gonna talk to him, man. I was gonna do kind of like an interview with him. Seems like a good dude, but I think they say Pelosi is going. One he does. What is she taking? Sending food, defense weapons, they give it everything away. Yeah, man. See, Taiwan, I mean, is looking at. You got to remember, man. This shit it's wicked what they're doing. You know. It's wicked what is going on, because China wants Taiwan. United States wants Taiwan. There's 23 million people in Taiwan. They are hard workers. It's a rich nation with resources, but more importantly, 23 million people. How many people does the United States have? 350? All right, 350 million people. All right. You use the workforce. How many people out of them 350 million people are working, are actually contributors to society? All right. I would have to dwindle, I don't know, but I would have to dwindle that down to probably half the population might be working. And then, think about it. There's not a lot of people in the United States, man. When you really think about it, for the size of the United States, ain't nobody here compared to these other countries. And look how in harmony they live. You don't see this certain bullshit. And all right, so I'm about to back up out of Amsterdam, because this is fucking, I'm in a, I ain't scared of the hood, but this is a high crime area. But yeah, so you got to look at, the Taiwan, the people of Taiwan are looking to her, those that know, as helping. All right, but we know this bitch stone cold fucking evil to the highest order. So the trick of the devil, man, and all in help in reality is they're going to take Taiwan, and they've already been slow destruction of Taiwan with their culture. All right, because the average people in Taiwan, they don't want kids. It costs too much money. They work too hard. They might have 1 kid, 2 tops. All right, they don't want to have children. All right, so now you have a population that, and shit, you can go say right now, you can say 50 years from now, whatever that population is, it's going to be half the population, because they don't want to have children. This is how you wipe a population out, wipe a people out. You instill something in them, and then by them not wanting kids, it's gonna fuck up the generations. All right, then that family that was originally coming from the natives there now is dwindled down to a handful, and then that handful is dwindled down, and the next thing you know, shit, there ain't no more. And why you think there's a gay agenda here in the United States? All right, the gay agenda is so nobody has kids. Population control. So by not having kids, now you about to crush the generation. If I don't have no kids and my kids don't want kids, that generation in 50 years is finished. The last one surviving. That's it for that line. And this is what they're doing, man. This shit is it is what it is, you know. So, you know, ammo companies are saying UPS is removing their accounts, road ship package, and emissions gone, 1,000 packages, ammo. Yeah, I'm lost in the comments, guys, but you know, we gotta pay attention to definitely gotta pay attention to this shit, you know. And let me see, I'm reading the comments. We can't get enough people to come in. Oh yeah, exactly. That's another thing, labor shortages. Well, that's a certain energy that they got here. Because all of a sudden people were going back to work and boom, for like a month and a half, 2 months, everywhere was good. Then all of a sudden, whatever the fuck happened, nobody want to work again. Right now, nobody wants to fucking work. Everywhere I go, short. New employees, short. Small businesses, short. Everywhere you go, short. You know? Everywhere you go, it's short. So, it's crazy. You know? Everywhere you go, people are short staffed. And, you know, what is it? The airlines. You know, I noticed that with United. You know, United Airlines is short-staffed, and they just, you know, I could see what the airline companies do to mask that shit. They just create flights that ain't even existing, and then say they're delayed, and then cancel, and they're bumping people on flights and making them wait. Yo, it's crazy what they're doing. I know exactly what they're doing, but you know. But thanks, Diego. So, you know, and that's why they have, some of these companies are using the post office to ship things through, like paying almost basically damn near losing money just to get the package out, just to stay afloat. You know, they're paying the post office to deliver for them. Like, it's crazy. Some fucking FedEx packages coming through the post office. Like, what the hell is going on? You know, post office delivering on Sundays. I'm like, what the fuck? But anyways, eyes up, pay attention. You know, pay attention, because this is a spiritual war. I mean, we can get into the whole not working aspect of it. That's a certain energy. Why all of a sudden people don't want to work? People don't need money. It's an energy. Something is going on. You know, whether they're beaming that shit through the phones or through the internet or through the TVs or through the freaking Wi-Fi towers. Who knows what G it really is? All right. They can hijack them shits and put some type of energy we don't even fucking have a clue about. You know, we always gotta, we look at what they give us, but you gotta be like, it's something else, man. When you know shit's spiritual warfare and you can feel certain shit, you know it's something. It's definitely something going on. You may not be able to put your finger on it. And, you know, we're in a day and age of everybody wants proof. What's your proof of that? Bitch, I don't know. It's just some shit that came across my motherfucking mind that I feel, and I'm sharing it. Some shit don't need proof. We all know what the fuck we talking about. That's what leads us to actually finding the real information. Eventually, we're going to find about, look, remember what I said, or we said, or he said, or she said? Look, here it goes. We've been telling you about this shit. We ain't know where. We already got it. And now it comes out, and here, it's shit that comes out now that we was talking about a year or 2 years ago. You know? Sometimes we don't need proof, and we got to get off of that shit. You know? Like, fuck proof. We got the intuition just like anybody else, you know? oh, you know, that great philosopher, he did this and said that. What about today? Can't be nobody in 2022 in fucking August 2nd, 2022 that gets some information that shares it with humanity? Come on, man. It's crazy, you know? What's good, Angel? So, I mean, it is what it is. So, yeah, man, just, I mean, this shit is crazy, you know? And then the logic that is upside down, you know? Everything is reversed, man. When you start seeing society reversed, you know, I mean, it's only getting worse by the day. The inversion of society, inversion of words, reversing thoughts. You know, that's why I always say, man, we gotta be out. That way we can know what's going on. Being stuck in the house, and that's where they want you, because you're out the way. You know, out and about is where it's at. You know, because you can see, feel, understand. You know, it's like today, being out with them people. Good heart. I can feel like the goodness in them people. They feel they're doing right. They think they're doing right. But I know that's the opposition. They don't like me at all. They don't like me. They don't like guys like me. They don't like guys like girls like us. You know, we go against everything they've been taught, believed, and been programmed. You know, we go against all that shit. You know, those people couldn't exist around a group of us. They would be out of place. You know, they would glitch the fuck out. Could you imagine if there was like a person who was a politician and then got around a bunch of us, like 10, 15 of us? Oh my God. They would probably catch on fire. They wouldn't know what to do. It'd be either instant rage because you'd be chasing that demon out. It's been times where I've been around the pure-hearted people, and one of those people will be around and they just go into instant fucking rage. That demon just don't like it, man. That's why, how many times have we captured on video? Fuck you, I hope you die. You know? Fuck you, I hope you die of COVID. Fuck you, I hope you get shot and killed. I mean, how many thing we've seen at the abortion protests, at the anti-gun protests, and whatever, all these protests, those people that believe that shit, when they encounter a person of light and truth, they wish death upon them. Instant death. That's shit you gotta pay attention to. Because what is being pumped, what energy, what demonic energy is being pumped into these people, that they can wish instant death upon you. Imagine 100 of them motherfuckers together. You're probably gonna end up dead by a mistake to these people, but on purpose by the energy that's embodied them. Trust me, man. I remember watching a video a couple of years ago or a year ago or whatever of this one girl. She's a Trumper or whatever. All right, whatever. She went to a college campus. She had a 7-foot fucking security guard. And I'm telling you, if he wasn't there, they would have stomped that girl, and mobbed her to death. Just because of their liberal fucking mindsets at the school. I mean, I shit like that stays with me and lets me understand what the fuck is really going on. You know? Anything that brings instant death out of somebody's mouth is some shit that you gotta really be paying attention to. Instant death. Like, fuck you, hope you die. Middle fingers. People, I've seen people damn near crash. I've seen a guy come out of the hospital, just say some outlandish shit. Someone said something back to him. This motherfucker goes back into the garage, parks, comes out, trying to fight a bunch of people. That's an energy that you got to pay attention to, man, because this shit is embodying everybody around us. You know? It is, man. And this is what we're dealing with right now. They're ushering energy in here. You know? And it's crazy, guys. So shout out to all you guys. And yeah, thanks for the ride along today. You know, but yeah, the more I'm out, the more I see, the more people I run into. It just, the shit that I see just baffles my mind, man. The minds, and it's the minds. I look at the minds and I feel the energy, and I'm like, man, this is bad. Or I'm around certain people, I'm like, man, this is some good energy. There are some good souls, you know. This spiritual war is not gonna be a fucking Bible war. So all you Christians that think this shit gonna be some Bible type shit, lose that shit. What you're gonna see, you ain't even gonna fucking understand with that Bible mentality. Because what's going on in that Bible and the reality that we live in, oh, this is what the Bible says it's gonna happen. Motherfucker, you don't even have a fucking clue what's about to happen. You don't even understand. Bitch, you living with this shit. You are one of those fucking demons that you think that God's coming to save. God ain't coming to save you, man. You are gonna become one of those demons. Like, speaking of this shit, look at this dude. Look at this shit. Look, see what I'm talking about? You know? Hunched over. You know? Hunched over. And this is that place that was on fire the other day. Hunched over. You know? Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, man. That's why I'm just gonna change the whole tone. Fuck it. You've been talking about it. We gotta let people know, man. And we gonna lose a lot of fucking people. But guess what? That's what needs to happen. You know? Because what you looking for and what you trying to stay away from is probably under your fucking roof. That's what people need to realize. Probably under your roof. All right? People don't have a clue what they've been following in them fucking books. All them motherfuckers that's waiting for Jesus is actually waiting for the demonic possession of themselves, right? They don't understand that shit. They think, oh, I've been saved and this and that, da-da-da. Motherfuckers getting baptized in water and shit. Meanwhile, you have a lunar calendar that says don't go near no fucking water in the lunar month of June, which is August. And that's when most people go into the water. That's when all the water parks give discounts. All right? Think about this shit, man. You know, we living in a physical reality, but in reality, it's been spiritual the entire fucking time. We just was blind to this shit. We was oblivious to it because we was controlled by a certain energy. You know? People don't have a clue. That book, you know, that book that actually has everything that I'm saying in here. In there. Has everything I'm saying is in that fucking book. You know? It's just people that are interpreting it the wrong way are the ones that's gonna suffer. You know? Their body ain't full of light. Their body was full of darkness because they can't even read that book. You know? I mean, I just look at my city that I'm in, and within 2 years, what once was is 10 times that amount. It's 10 times more people on the streets and drugs. It's 10 times the more people that's disappeared from death from these drugs. It's an energy out here. And then meanwhile, these are popping up all over the fucking place. Ask yourself, now I can catch one here. Free phone. Look at who's lined up for it. This is inner city, in the hood, and I've seen this all over the city of Rochester the past 2 months. Now, why do they want a device in your hand? Oh, it's because they want to track and monitor everything you do. That's too easy, guys. That's too easy. Right? That's too easy. It's because they are pumping a certain energy into these people. I mean, it says right there, free phone. And then look at the people that's out here. I mean, it is what it is. These people, most of them, they ain't got no money. They on social services. Some of them got, you know, habits, you know. It is what it is. But they getting, this is all over Rochester past couple months. Free phones right in the hood. You don't see this shit out in the burbs. They ain't doing this shit in the suburbs because they know everybody got a cell phone already. Why are they doing this? And I'm sure this is happening in your city, you know. but they're giving out free phones. You know? Why? Why are they giving out free phones? Right? Spiritual realm. All right? Think about this shit. All this communications. We know white noise. I've had something on the other end of a cell phone before. I had this shit on video of something on the other side that was caught in the middle, that was strictly talking to me. All right? I've experienced that shit. All right? So digital is this energy that these demons or these, whatever it is, travel faster through this digital. Is that why they want us to go digital? Is this why they light emitted diodes? All right? See, we look at, you know, oh, it's this. They want to track and monitor. I mean, they're already doing that. They don't need it in everybody's hand. Why do they need it in their hand? You know? Why do they need it in everybody's hand? All right, what are they trying to really do? You know? With the Pokem Doke. Think about that, right? We already know. They're trying to get into the seat, right? Where you rest at. So, I don't know if y'all been seeing this shit in y'all cities, you know? Right, exactly, Wise. You know, you really read the whole story. I mean, how many times we talk about it? Jesus was a spiritual gangster. He wasn't with the bullshit. He was just like us. We ain't fucking with y'all shit. You know, they come to him talking about some fucking taxes and this shit. No, he ain't tell nobody not to do it. He said, give all that shit back. He ain't tell nobody to do nothing against it. He just said, give it back. Disconnect from it. Fuck that shit. Go out into nature. Seek the kingdom, right? Cursing out the fucking fig trees, you know? Flipping over the damn tables and shit. And think about it, that's how we are. That's how we walk. We walk in the light. You know? And what that's why when you know, all I do is, since I woke up, is be persecuted. You know? Be persecuted, dragged down by the evil energy. No matter what, it always comes for you. But it's good energy that comes to you too at the same time, because it's always got you leveling up. When you walk in the path like Jesus did, you are hated. You are singled out because you emit a certain light, you emit a glow, you emit an energy. You know, I'm about to get into my herb game, you know, hard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to start doing that, you know. And what did Jesus want to do? He wanted to heal people, you know? I want to help people. We all want to help people, you know? If you don't want to help nobody, this ain't for you. I mean, we don't come on here because, you know, I see comments where people are like, oh, I don't like people. I hate people. I stay in the house. Well, you're doing what they want you to do. You're out the way. They don't care about you. You're like, okay, you're already dead to them. You're awake, but dead, you know? You ain't going to infect somebody else. The infection is us. If we ain't infecting other people, we ain't doing our fucking job. We the disease, you know? We're the disease, guys. We're the motherfucking disease. Because we affect what they're... Look at how they only censor because of people like us. Look at how we basically have changed the fucking world, you know? We changed the world. Like, look, we can't let what these people say get out. Censorship. We got the top executives going to the United States governor trying to figure out how to deal with people like us. You know? You got to think about that shit. How powerful this shit is. We was, like I said, we created censorship. We was way ahead of the time. Like, they didn't even know what to do with the shit. You know? We was way ahead of the game. All these people crying about censorship and this and that. We was getting censored before it was even something to do. You know, we was getting censored before censorship was cool, like my brother Will Turbot says. You know, we was getting censored, deleted, you know? Think about that shit. So we've been on the radar for a long time. Truth Bomb shutting thumb comments down. They know who the fuck we was all along. They know it's a group of motherfuckers out there that ain't with the fucking program, that this shit ain't working on, guys. That, you know, think about that. Listen, They tried to run this game with the Ebola virus. If you don't realize that shit from doing your research of what happened now, I don't know what to tell you. That wasn't no test run. They were going to run this shit with the Ebola virus. But because people was exposing their bullshit faster than they could even get it out, and how just pointing it all out, they had to run for the motherfucking hills and wrap that shit up. Because remember, Ebola, we was all gonna die of this shit. I don't know how even truth people that speak truth, so-called truth speakers and this and that, forgot about that shit. Like, you got amnesia, motherfucker? Are you serious? They was running the same thing back then, but it didn't work because of what? Exposing. We exposed the agenda. We sat there. We put it out there. We shown it all. We picked it apart. We went way deep with it. We was on doing truth bombs. We was thumbing them down. People was calling in, making phone call. Operation Truth, making phone calls. You know, Maddie D for Truth. It was just too much. They had to pull the plug because they wrapped that shit up and you never heard about it. We was all gonna die. It was a massive outbreak, and then all of a sudden, it just vanished like Houdini. They had to pull the plug. You know, they was gonna run it, but they decided, you know what? We ain't got it right now. And they pulled the goddamn plug, you know? So, just think about how powerful we is, man. You know? That's why I said, if you in the house, if you ain't doing shit, if you just sitting there and, you know, listen, you're doing what they want you to do. What do they want you to do? Stay 6 feet apart, wear a fucking diaper, and stay the fuck home. If you doing, the people that, oh, I'm this, I'm truth, I'm this, I'm that, but you ain't doing nothing. Like, what the fuck? You're doing what they want. You're doing 2 out of 3. You might as well put a mask on, because you might as well put a fucking diaper on your face. And it just is what it is. You might as well put one on. People say, oh, I don't like being around shit. I don't like the shit either. But we got a job to do. We've been picked for a certain fucking job, and we got a job to do. Just us being out infect somebody. Just us being somewhere, you could feel it. We convict the shit out of a motherfucker, man. You just look different. You just walk different. Your swag is different, they say. You know? Your swag is different. You different. You know, what the fuck? We all know we've been different our whole life. I knew I was different my whole life. People used to tell me all the time, it's something about you, man. It's something about you. I got it from teachers. I got it from friends. I got it from family. I got it from strangers. All my kids growing up, always people gravitated toward me. Still do. Me and my sons, we together everywhere we go. People stop, stare, ask questions. I'm like, what the fuck is so special? We look like everybody else, but we look different, I guess. I don't know. You know? And everywhere we go, we always, you know, it's always love. Receive them love. Yeah, we get the hatred from the demons sometimes. But, you know, that's just a test. You know, when you walk in this light, the universal energy keeps most of that shit away from you. But don't get it twisted. They'll test you. Them dark demons and powerful demons, all right, that they're trying to build up more stronger, oh, they'll fuck with you. They'll try to fuck with you. You know? So, you know, I mean, it is what it is, man. Spread your light, man. Don't do what they want you to do. Shut up, stay in the house, and you know, do nothing. Put that energy out there, man. Put that energy out there, guys, because it's needed. But anyways, what I was gonna talk about was Aymen, right? Now, the so-called 9/11, Osama bin Laden's, right? The whole crock of shit that this fucking psychopath demon just came out and serenaded through the digital television to get to the American people and brainwash them further. They actually said his name was Aymen. A-Y-M-A-N. Aymen. What does Aymen mean? Right? Literally means righteous. He who is on the right-handed, blessed, or lucky. All right? That's what that means, right? Hold on, guys. Check this out. What's the right-hand path? Think about how these motherfuckers are literally fucking doing a live demonic energy ushering in ritual to your ass on fucking national TV in between two pillars. All right, Joe Biden came on and gave that crock of shit speech. We know it's all bullshit. All right, guys, sorry I had to reconnect. Sorry, guys, I had to reconnect. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Give me a thumbs up, something. All right, thanks. Leave the grass. So, Aymen. All right, this fucking demon just got on TV and said they killed this motherfucker. Which, okay. What are the words? Hold on. Let's do this real quick. We're gonna come at it with a perception of a spiritual reality. All right, because we know 9/11 was bullshit. So anything that comes out of his mouth about this is some other shit. All right, it's some other shit. So why would they even bother coming out? Why would they do this? They don't even have to talk about it. They don't have to say anything. All they're doing is telling you we're about to usher in some more motherfucking energy. Somebody's going to retaliate against your beliefs, your ways of life, Americans, okay? There's going to be an energy, there's going to be demons threatening your very existence coming up in the future. We're just ushering the motherfuckers in. We're telling you about it, but you can't see it because you're blinded. They just told you the fucking guy's name is Aymen, all right? Let's say, hold on. Don't lose that thought, guys. Don't lose that thought. So, Biden killing of an Al-Qaeda leader is long sought justice. No justice, no peace. We already know. Whatever the fuck they talking about, they're serenading demons. No same thing. Justice, justice, justice. All right? So, you know, he was hiding out with his family. Plotted at 9/11. He's going now. And okay, hold on. He will never again allow Afghanistan to become a terrorist safe haven because he is gone, and we're going to make sure nothing else happens. The terrorist leader is no more, he added. All right? I'll show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all something real fucking quick. All right? Let me show y'all guys something. Let me show y'all something. Switch this up. Okay? Oh, wait, hold on. Shit. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Stay with me. Okay. Now, when you take that, what he said, right? Check this out. Okay? When you take what he said, this is what he said. He said he will never again, okay, he said the terrorist leader, this is what Biden said. Fuck, it keeps refreshing. The terrorist leader is no more. What he said in Arabic, when you translate that, it says the terrorist leader is nothing more. All right? That's what he said. He said the terrorist leader is nothing more. This is what he said. Now remember, the English language is spell casting. So by him saying, check this out. Hold on, because I was busting all this shit down. I'm like, no fucking way. This motherfucker is literally. Hold on. check this out. Now, nothing more. We'll use that phrase. So basically, you translate what he said. It's nothing more. What he basically said is that they are only that thing and nothing more interesting or important. So he's telling you it ain't shit important. All right. Now check this out. This is what Joe Biden said, but you got to remember, this is spell casting. All right. Okay. Hold on. Check this shit out. And all his words, we know he don't pick the fucking words. All right. This is what's dope about having the translation shit is because now you know where the spells are, what the spell casting is. All right. Hold on, guys. Stay with me, guys. Hold on. Okay. Now remember, these motherfuckers, they speaking backwards, right? Okay, hold on. Because I'm driving and doing this shit. How hard is this shit? Alright, hold on. So, now take his name. Alright? Aymen. It means, it is derived from the Arabic sentiment root for the right. For right, and literally means right. He who is on the right-handed, blessed or lucky. Now, what's blessed or lucky? I don't know if y'all know the Baphomet, but the Baphomet, right? Now, remember, we're lunar calendar. This is where this shit comes together. If I had a video, it'd come together better than what I'm saying. So, remember what he said. Amen means the right-hand path, all right? If y'all know the Baphomet, what hand does he have under the moon? He has the right hand in the right-hand path. That's the Baphomet. So he's signaling in this energy, no doubt, all right? The right-handed path is on the moon, all right? It's the lunar, okay? That's what is it. This is what he's doing on stage, man, with this energy. They use this shit. And if y'all don't know about the Baphomet, me and Wise talked about this shit many times. These deities, they are what they are. I mean, you can say what you want. With people that deal in law, you know, this is a craft, and this is a deity that you could use to further your knowledge, further your understanding, guide you, move energy. This shit is real, man. It's really real. All that satanic shit and this, that, it's Satan, it's the devil. You better look further, look deeper. It's energy. What kind of energy are they harvesting? Is it dark? Is it light? Is it good? Is it bad? What is it? All right? What do you think the scarecrow is? The scarecrow. What is a scarecrow? The Wizard of Oz show you it was nothing fucking harmless at all. All right? So things are put out front to scare you from going into just like remember the movie The Village? They scared the people because they wanted them contained in this little, they had this whole belief that go outside, there's these demons and they would scare the fuck out of them. The scarecrow tactic, all right? It's to scare you into believing in something that actually would benefit you. Because if they would have went out that era, they would have realized, oh my God, we're shit. It's a whole world out here, you know? People got, I mean, this is where we got to go. We got to start going this route, you know? So, I mean, it's deep, man. It's deep, man. But basically, that's what he said. He's talking about the right-hand path. He's talking about the Baphomet. He's talking about ushering this fucking energy, right? This is what he's talking about, the Democrats, the Democrats, you know? And you're going to see something that's going to come down that's going to be involving some type of law. Something to do with a law, some new law, some law shit, somebody's going to be brought to justice. Some shit with the law, all right? I'm telling you. So, you know, that's what Amen means in Arabic, you know? And it means blessed and lucky. So they want to do this, and, you know, I mean, it is what it is. You know? Just look at the Baphomet. You're like, wow, this is what this fucking guy's talking about, because it has nothing to do with, you know, and he's in between two pillars in the fucking video. It's obvious. This is what he's talking about, you know. And why would he say that? Right hand path. I mean, if he used Aymen means, kept saying Amen, Aymen, whatever, but we know it's Aymen. And you know, it is what it is. Alright. That was a lot of hard to do while driving. Took a lot of fucking energy. But shout out to all you guys. Thanks, Wise, for rocking out for a minute. I know you're gonna, you know, we bounce off each other a lot, you know, with stuff, but I'm just bouncing off since yesterday, you know, when you went down the spiritual road, and, you know, it kind of brought me to a point. And then last night, you know, girl said, you know, she started talking about the ghost. She's like, you know, she was showing me, I'm like, what are you talking about, ghost? She's like, yeah. I'm like, wait. She started teaching me all about the, you know, lunar calendar and this time of the year, and, you know, what, you know, the her culture and shit. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, that's when the puzzle started falling. I'm like, oh shit, Beyonce, oh shit, the killing of this motherfucker, Pelosi visiting Taiwan at nighttime. I'm like, yo, they're doing this shit under the lunar calendar, man. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. So yeah, so Aymen means blessed on the right side. And you know, these psychopaths, this is what they're doing. So yeah, so it's crazy. And what else? Hold on. Hold on. So but this is what that all signifies. So I mean, we can go way down the rabbit hole. But this shit is all lining up by Pelosi coming in under the lunar calendar, by Biden's strike on, you know, Al-Qaeda leader, fake Al-Qaeda leader, and Beyonce's album. They are ushering in a whole lot of energy, and I agree that something definitely could possibly go down in the next couple of days for even more of this energy. More of this energy. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I was trying to look up something, but okay. All right. Oh, now this was something also that was interesting. They shut down all, you know, they shut down the bus services, right? Last night well, today, which is at night in Taiwan. They shut down all buses, right? Because Pelosi is coming in. Now, who made that call? I don't know, but their tradition is don't take the bus at midnight. So when she told me that they shut the buses down, I'm like, oh damn. I'm like, remember when you told me about ghost, you know, the lunar ghost month. I'm like, one of their things is they don't take the bus at midnight. It's when the ghosts are most active, and if you're traveling, you know, it's like it's you're moving through space and time when these entities are coming, so-called coming in, and you know, they can embody you. And all this has to do with your spirit. If your spirit is weak, if you're weak and weak-minded, and you're frail, or you're weak, you're supposed to stay away, because these things can enter you. And that shit lines up with what we know about spirituality, on how they're trying to weaken us to usher in all this energy, like this whole CERN shit and all the shit they're doing. People on the other side that they're trying to usher in at the same time the light is coming in. So it's pretty wild, man. You know, it's pretty crazy. So, but I'm about to get up off here, and Iran, Taiwan, Ukraine. Don't forget Syria now. Don't forget Syria. I haven't been on, you know, been so much going on, but you know, don't forget about Syria, because they're still going through the shit. And you know, they'll report straight stories, right? I mean, there's no filter on them. Like, look, I just went on there right now. Russian Defense Ministry, White House, and Pentagon directly involved in the conflict of Ukraine. I mean, this shit is well known. Moscow, the Russian Defense Ministry announced that it had recorded and taken into account for the future of the official recognition of the deputy head of the main intelligence directorate of the Ukrainian military administration, General Vadim Skibisky, about Washington's direct approval of each target of the Kyiv authorities before the strikes from the U.S. HIMARS launcher systems. I mean, I love this news station because there's no filter, and these motherfuckers come out and tell exactly how the shit is. All right, so we already know this, but what are they propagating to the American people? That it's Russia and this and that. When you just look, these I mean, it's not even a secret what's going on over there. Skibisky admitted during an interview with British journalists that before the missiles launches, there are consultations between representatives of the intelligence service of both countries that allow Washington to stop any possible attacks if they are not satisfied with the intended target. Official representative of the Russian Ministry of Defense, General Igor Konshikhanov, said in a press briefing. Konshikhanov added that all this proves conclusively. I mean, they even use words that the law, like when they come down, when this shit comes down, this news station use legalese. Proves conclusively that Washington, contrary to the statements of the White House and the Pentagon, is directly involved in the conflict in Ukraine, and that the administration of President Joe Biden is directly responsible for all Kyiv-approved missile attacks on residential areas and civilian infrastructure facilities in Donbass towns and region, which caused deaths of large number of civilians. Pray for Ukraine, bitch. How about you get all those pray for Ukraine motherfuckers and show? They'll tell me this fake news. They'll say, no, they're trying to help. Biden's trying to help. Pray for Ukraine. Send all your fucking money. Fly your flags. If you're in a country, all right, remember, when somebody says they're so much either against something or for something, they're probably going to be the fucking opposite. So all these flags we flying and all this propaganda about Ukraine probably means the United States is heavily involved in Ukraine. Doesn't mean that, you know, come on. So, I mean, it is what it is. That's right there from a reputable news source. All right. U.S. occupation launches spy balloon over Hasaka, where they've been just trying to destroy forever. Hasaka's U.S. occupation forces launched a hot air balloon in the airspace of Hasaka countryside to carry out spy activities to secure their bases in Al Jazeera and secure the military convoys which they use to reinforce those bases and steal Syrian wealth. Local resources from El Yakaruba countryside told Sana reported that U.S. occupation forces launched a hot air balloon on a circular track starting from Karab El Jur area. The sources pointed out that the U.S. occupation expansion of its activities and its espionage tools came after escalation of missile attacks that targeted its bases in the Syrian Al Jazeera and to increase tensions in the region. So this is the United States, man. You know. Here goes another one. Germany surprised Ukraine with the most advanced weaponry. You know, so shout out to this news source. So it is what it is, man. All right, what else? U.S. occupation continues plundering Syrian oil. Soviet, right? U.S. loots oil and grain from the lands it occupies in Syria. They just fucking Syria all up. So, but yeah, man. So this is what's going on, guys. But I'm about to get up off here. Love y'all, and you know, I'll talk to y'all later. Much love.